Hello, children. I hope all of you are safe, staying at home, not going out anywhere. Good. But one question I would like to ask you is, you're safe, you're staying at home, following orders, lockdown procedures, but are you being resourceful? What is the meaning of this? Being resourceful. When I say being resourceful, it means, is there any value? Are you creating any value? You must be wondering, what is her talking about? Being resourceful, creating value. Arey, I'm sitting at home, I'm being safe, right? Do one thing. Look outside your window. Right now, immediately look outside your window and make a list of at least 3 things that you see from your window. I'll also do it. I'll do it and I will tell you what are the things that I see out of my window. Okay. I see one well. Okay, there's one well outside. There is one tree, a big tree, nice big thick tree, and there's one huge piece of land. These are the 3 things that I see: a tree, a huge piece of land, and one well. So, are these things of any use? What am I going to do with the tree? Am I going to climb on that? No, maybe not climb on that, but I can use the wood. Of course, I'm not going to go and chop down the tree, but the wood has value, right? The well. We use that well, the water is there in the well. Drinking water can be filtered and used. Yes, it has value, of course. Open piece of land. What can be done with that open piece of land? Well, my neighbor happens to be a farmer, so he does farming on that land. Maybe in the future he might settle off that land, and maybe we might get a big building on that land, an apartment, or maybe a small industry, something. So all these 3 things that I have seen from my window, they are having value. They are resources. They are resourceful. Similar to the photo that you see on my screen over here. There is a tree, a sun, windmills. So many things are there over here. These are all resources. Now when we talk about resources, one thing you need to know is these resources have many classifications. We can classify resources in many multiple different ways. One simple way of classifying these are over here. Types of resources. We have natural resources, and then we have human man-made resources, and then we have human resources. Difference: human man-made resources, human resources. Yes, there is a difference. Human-made resources are resources which I am creating. A car, for example, we build a car, right? Our engineers build cars, tractors, trucks, all these machines. That is a resource because we use it further and further, right? And then human resources, because a human being as myself, I am also a resource. I am doing the work of teaching you children. So I am a resource. I am creating value. And then we have the other types of resources, that is natural resources. If you see the table, the natural resources again classified further. We have actual resources, we have potential resources, abiotic resources, biotic resources, renewable resources, non-renewable resources. Oh my God, so many are there. What are all these classifications? I'll explain to you. Actual resource. Actual resources, I can see this resource. I can see this resource being used. It is being used continuously. You would be having a 2-wheeler, or some of you might be having a car at home, right? Now, how does this car work? How does this 2-wheeler work? Do you push it every day? No. It needs petrol, right? Once I put petrol, then I'm able to use this 2-wheeler. Now this petrol, where does it come from? It comes from the petrol pump, right? Where does the petrol pump get it from? The petrol pump gets it from a petrol refinery. Where does the petrol refinery get it from? The petrol refinery gets it from a crude oil field. Yeah. This petrol is dug from deep beneath our earth. It comes out in the form of crude oil. we refine it, we clean it so that it can be finally put inside your two-wheeler for working. So this is the actual resource you have seen daily. You know how it works, what is the use of this resource. Potential resource, what could be a potential resource? There is a resource, maybe I don't know how to use it right now, but in the future, yes, I might know how to use this. You've seen windmills, right? You've seen windmills. And nowadays, solar energy also is being used very frequently. Many places use solar energy. But just imagine, about 100 years back, we never had solar energy. Even though the sun was there, yes, sun has been there for billion years. But people never knew how to use this solar energy into powering the electricity inside our houses. So 100 years back, this solar energy was a potential resource. It had lots of potential, but nobody was using it. Now the technology is developed so that I can make this potential resource into a actual resource. Okay? Abiotic resources and biotic resources. Abiotic resources are which are non-living, and biotic resources are which are living. These are the two main differences between abiotic and biotic resources. Example? Sure, why not? Biotic resources like cattle. Yeah, we use cattle, we use dairy products. Where do we get it from? We get it from cattle. Those are biotic resources. Abiotic resources, we use minerals from the earth. Lots of metals are found over there. Those are all abiotic resources because they are non-living. And then finally the last structure over here, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are something which I can use again and again, and non-renewable is something which I cannot use. Once it's used, it's over. Coming back to the example of the petrol which you are using in your two-wheeler, it is a non-renewable resource. Once that petrol is used up, there is no way I can bring it back and use it again. That 1 liter of petrol which I have used is over, it's gone. I cannot use it once again. But renewable resource is something I can use again. Yeah. Think about it. Do you know any renewable resources? As we go further and further into this lesson, I'll keep this over there. It will be like a small mystery for you. You can find out what a renewable resource is, something which you can use again and again. Okay? So these were the types of resources and the classifications that we had of these resources. There's one more type of classification that we can do over here. Very similar, but I thought, renewable and non-renewable, here we have also classified as inexhaustible and exhaustible resources. And the example given over here is what is inexhaustible and what is exhaustible. Inexhaustible resource is something which will not get over, like the wind. We get wind power from the wind. This is again used and it is turned for manufacturing electricity. So this kind of resource is called as an inexhaustible resource because the wind is never going to stop. It's there always. The solar energy, that's an inexhaustible resource. Unless the sun dies out, which I do not see in the next million years, definitely this is an inexhaustible resource. So this is another kind of classification which we can do for resources. So let us sum up. What and all have we done right now? We thought about resources. We classified these resources. We found out the meaning for these resources, that is making value, creating value. How can I be useful? How can I be resourceful? So the next time your mother tells you, come on, get up, be resourceful, you know what she actually means. She's telling you to be useful. And this last image that I have over here, yeah, it's a very nice image I liked. I thought, let me share it with you. This is our planet Earth. And it's going on giving all these resources. There's a person over there removing oil from there. And this is methane, CH4. Again, water is being used. She's using the water, watering the plants. Oh man, these are all the resources that we are taking out on a daily basis from our planet Earth. So this is the first part of the lesson, that which I taught you about resources. In the next session, we will go further into the topic and deal more about resources. Thank you, children, and stay safe.